There's a major push now by a group of scholars, social scientists, and psychologists to warn that pornography is much more harmful to society than most people think. In Washington, they gathered to reveal startling evidence of how widespread porn has become. Americans rent 800 million pornographic videos every year, 1 in 5 of all rentals. 66% of men ages 18 to 34 visit one or more of the 40,000-plus porn websites every month. 1 in 4 women worry their partner's pornography habit is out of control. The media impression is that porn is pretty much harmless, sexy fun. But the experts have a different view.
This is definitely not your father's pornography.
One new study says of today's porn, the type of sexuality depicted often has more to do with violence, extreme fetishes, and mutual degradation than with fun.
Harder and harder core stuff. Stuff that I cannot mention to you without blushing.
And that's begun a widespread warping in many Americans' private lives. Men consuming porn rate their partners much less attractive than do those who avoid porn. For many porn addicts, when it comes to a real partner, it renders them nearly impotent or much less satisfied.
If they had to choose between an actual sex partner who is in the bed waiting for them and going online, they go online.
Couples where the man consumed high amounts of pornography reported much less satisfaction in the bedroom. Porn users cheat more, go to prostitutes more. Discovering their men's porn use has left many women feeling betrayed and distrustful. Almost 3/4 say it's hurt their self-esteem.
The marriage relationship is dramatically damaged and decreased in terms of the emotional intimacy, which is actually the cornerstone of the marriage.
It's even causing divorces. One poll indicated 1 out of 4 divorces had something to do with internet pornography or adult chat activity.
It's up something like 20% in the last 5 years.
Addicts are now losing jobs because they couldn't stop surfing porn on computers at work. More are suffering from depression and stress caused by porn addiction. More are spending less time with their children because of that addiction. The author of Pornified wrote of porn addicts she interviewed. Their work days became interrupted. Their hobbies were tossed aside. Their family lives were disrupted. Some men even lost their jobs, their wives, and their children. It's not just a male problem. One 2004 poll found 41% of women had searched out or downloaded erotic materials. 13% had watched or taken part in a live sex webcam.
It is contaminating all of our relationships between men and women that are sexual.
Children are getting exposed at younger and younger ages.
The age where children are introduced to pornography has been reduced now from 11 years down to 9 years of age.
65% of 16 and 17-year-old boys admit they have friends who regularly download porn. 46% of 16 and 17-year-old girls. Teen girls around a high amount of porn have sex earlier, are more promiscuous, take more sexual risk, engage in more group sex. So do the boys.
Their sexual behavior is much riskier.
Early sexual behavior, early pregnancy, the desire to get pregnant, more sexually transmitted diseases in these children.
And those exposed for years want harder and harder material over time.
They want more vivid, they want more obscene, they want more really crude images.
The real-world effect? Those who work with sex abusers find more and more that pornography is tied to sexual violence.
After I'd done this work for about 10 years, I had a sudden realization that I hadn't treated one case of sexual violence that didn't involve pornography.
Heavy users of violent pornography are 6 times more likely to rape. 83% of rapists and 67% of child molesters consume hardcore pornography at high rates. A man using porn nearly doubles the odds he'll sexually assault his partner. All these numbers are likely to grow as the internet now makes porn accessible 24 hours a day. Some call internet porn the new crack cocaine. Marianne Layden says,
pornography is sexual junk food.
These panelists say to do something about it, society's going to have to tackle pornography like it finally tackled and demonized smoking.
These are problems. They're causing damages. We need to treat them. We as a society need to wake up.
Paul Strand, CBN News, Washington.